Greetings, we're the Addicts. I'm your host, the anime analyst. If I've seen it, I'll pick at it.
And I'm the Reminisce Reviewer. And today, we are dedicating another month to another classic franchise.
Why are we doing this anime? I feel kind of stupid talking about something that people already know for about 30 years.
Because this is our job to review any anime we can find. Besides, it's also on the list.
Oh. Well, anyhow, for those in the knowing, you might know who Akira Toriyama is.
He's the manga artist and designer that was behind the Super Nintendo game Chrono Trigger, the franchise Dragon Quest, and of course, the Dragonball series.
And that is what we are focusing on this month. But there is a lot to cover in the series, so we'll just cover a couple of key points. So, who likes Dragon Ball Z? Well, we aren't reviewing it. But we are reviewing the series that started it all. Dragon Ball.
Also, another fun fact, the Dragon Ball series is based on the ancient Chinese story, Journey to the West. So get ready to rock this dragon, as us anime addicts say, welcome to the first part of the Dragon Ball series. And also to get this off the reviewer's chest.
This is Dragon Ball month.
We meet our hero Goku catching a rather large fish for lunch when he bumps into, literally, the next main character, Bulma Briefs. I'm not joking, that's her name. Who's looking for the legendary Dragon Balls, and it turns out Goku has one of them.
But the only person he's been around is his adopted grandfather, Gohan. And at first, he's a bit cautious. And also, he has no idea what a girl is. And I thought that was only reserved for the nerdy stereotypes. Who knew?
After some convincing from Bulma, they set out to find the rest of the Dragon Balls. On the way, they meet the arch-typical wise and perverted Master Roshi, aka the Turtle Hermit, who eventually teaches Goku the Kamehameha Wave technique, and gives him the Flying Nimbus Cloud.
Next we have Krillin, a Shaolin monk who later joins our heroes. He has a brief rivalry with Goku when they first meet, and also they train under Master Roshi, but they quickly become lifelong best friends. He's also one of the most powerful and talented human martial artists on Earth. Who knew?
Yamcha! He starts off as a desert bandit and has a fear of women, like talking to them and stuff. Later, he reforms in both counts, and allies with Goku and becomes one of the most powerful human martial artists in the world! He also possesses the technique called the Wolfang Fist. Pua, a shape-shifting animal that is Yamcha's companion.
Oolong, an anthropomorphic shape-shifting pig who meets up with Bulma and Goku while on their quest to find the Dragon Balls.
Hold on. Is that a communist pig?
Analyst, he is a pig.
Oh. Well, as you can see, most of the characters' names of the show have a food or underwear theme base, among other motifs.
Also, another thing that needs mentioning is that there are a lot of anthropomorphic animals in the world of Dragon Ball. Now for the villains! Pilaf, the main antagonist whose goal is to obtain the Dragon Balls so he can, you guessed it, take over the world! Shu and Mai are Pilaf's enforcers. These two work for Pilaf and try to obtain the Dragon Balls countless times, and mostly fail as a result.
Wait a minute, is this an anime or a Chinese restaurant? And you know Pilaf looks awfully familiar. Like an evil Smurf or something.
Yeah, he does. According to the wiki, he is a monster-type Earthling.
What?
A monster, a taper, earthling.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It just reminds me of SWAT from Power Rangers.
Right. Moving on. Now an introduction to the Eternal Dragon himself, Shenron, the wish-granting dragon who shows up once all 7 balls are gathered. He is strong, kind-hearted, but he has an aggressive temper and is impatient sometimes. Once Shenron is summoned, chanting required, a wish can be granted, though like the genie from Aladdin, there are some limitations.
Rule number 1, he can't kill anybody. Slah!
We are dead serious about that. Rule number 2!
Only 1 wish can be granted. Once that wish is granted, the balls scatter across the world.
Rule number 3!
The person can be brought back from the dead, but the person can only be revived once. Though there is a loophole there somewhere.
Rule number 4! Do not, and I repeat, do not overuse the Dragon Balls. This is probably why Shenron gets cranky when woken up. And believe me, you do not want to rock that dragon's boat.
Other than that, you got it.
The music is fantastic. Both the English dub and Japanese have the same tune. It's catchy and it feels like a Chinese kung fu movie filled with fun and excitement. The Pilaf Saga is pretty good and a classic. The characters get fleshed out and there are a lot of good scenes. Though there are some scenes that are, well, not suitable for kids. The adventures they have, including fighting the Dragon Balls several times, meeting some new friends like Master Roshi, facing foes who become friends like Yamcha, Pua and Oolong, resolve some zany problems like putting out a mountain of fire and taking on a rabbit monster and for some reason taking him to the moon to make marshmallows for kids. Yeah, that was real zany. And of course, stopping the main villain from taking over the world by turning into a giant ape and wishing for undies.
Wait a minute, who wished for undies?
The communist pig.
He's not even human.
So? Also, did I mention that there were some scenes that weren't suitable for kids?
Yes, you did. Moving on.
There are a lot of other funny stuff that I could mention, but sadly, we don't have the time.
So, once our heroes save the world from Pilaf, we move to a different chapter where Goku and Krillin are trained by Master Roshi. We see a lot of good stuff with the training. Well, kinda like Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off.
8 months later, our heroes get to the tournament. The 21st Martial Arts Tournament, to be exact. And the World Tournament announcer, well, he announces. Apart from Goku, Krillin and Yamcha, there are other participants within the tournament. A filthy smelly giant named Bacterian, Jackie Chan, who is actually Master Roshi in disguise, a desert village warrior named Nam,
I was a nom.
and Ranfan, the only female fighter, and she really doesn't hide that fact.
How?
Like this!
You think pink's a good color on me?
They're kind of nice.
And this kaiju-like creature named Giran. Each round/match is as good as the next. Then we get to the good stuff, where we have Goku versus Jackie Chan. What happens next? Well, I'm not sure if I want to spoil it, but it's fairly epic, given the stuff that happens here. Like rock, paper, scissors, Jackie Chan's deadly electric attack, Goku turning into a giant ape, and a big Kamehameha wave, and oh crap, he just blew up the moon! Anyway, the tournament saga was good to watch. Seeing Goku fight all those fighters and testing his limits in order to be the best.
And that's the intro and the end of the tournament saga.
I'm the Reminisce Reviewer. Tune in next time as we look into another quest in search for the Dragon Balls.
And I'm the anime analyst. If I've seen it, I'll pick at it. To be continued.